Charlie McDonald, also known online as Charlie is so cool. Like, I prefer to be known as Charlie McDonald, if I can be known as that. Charlie is so cool like, was a username that I came up with. Well, you know when you make a username for a website and the username you want is taken, so you add a few numbers on it. Instead of adding numbers, I decided to add more and more words. So I started off with Charlie is cool, that was taken. Charlie is so cool, that was taken. And then I thought, what is the one word that everyone uses all the time? Much too much, so I had like on the end. This, in practice, is a very awkward username to have, because obviously a lot of the stuff that I do and the views I get is viral. So because everything I get is obviously viral, having people type in Charlie is so cool like all the time, or just trying to tell people I'm Charlie is so cool like Charlie is cool, Charlie is so cool what? It's very hard. I remember Stephen Fry was he did an interview online and he was talking about me, which is very interesting. And he was he referred to me as Charlie as cool as you like. So it is a bit of an awkward username, but fortunately I've been on YouTube for 2 years now, and I've gotten to know the people at YouTube, and I'm lucky enough to have youtube.com/Charlie. So if any of you want to, have a look at this online whenever you want, youtube.com/Charlie is me. I'll also point out that I am not here twittering about the fact that I'm here at Google Tech or anything. I have all my notes on my phone, which is why I have that there. So, round of applause for that? I don't know about that. Right. So I got started on YouTube because I was procrastinating from exam revision. I found YouTube by typing videos into Google. Came across video blogging. I had a laptop that my dad gave me, a really rubbishy laptop, and a webcam that I stole off my brother, which was worth about £10, because he wasn't using it, so it was justifiably stolen. And I started posting video blogs. After about a month, I had attained about 150 YouTube subscribers. So I was like, yes, that's quite cool, I've got an audience. And then one of my videos got featured on the front of the YouTube UK homepage, a video which was called How to Get Featured on YouTube. That's actually one of the points that I made in the video was make sure you make a video about how to get featured, because that will probably get featured. And it did. And then I went up from about 150 people watching my videos to 4,000 in 2 days. And it was really weird for me because suddenly, I've been talking to my computer and my webcam this whole time, and then suddenly my computer was talking to me, and it was quite scary. But lots of people were sending me really positive comments. And I thought, well, if they like me, then I'll keep going. So 2 years later, I have 200,000 video subscribers. I'm number 3 in the UK, number 1 video blogger in the UK, and I have 20 million total video hits, which is very, very nice to say. Actually, I think it's 23 million. There we go. Okay. So I'm here to talk to you about a day in the life of a video blogger, and I have. If I was to sum up all of my days, I could sum it up into 3. I have my days where I think, okay, I've got a really good video idea, and I want to make a video. And what is really nice for me is that the idea and the making of the video and the editing of the video and the uploading all happens within about 3 hours. So it's a very, very quick process. And then once that video is up there, I can get instant feedback from all of the people watching me. Most of the time, a lot of the comments are saying, wow, you're so funny, you're so cute, or whatever. Or I really like your accents. All of it spelled wrong. But I do get a lot of comments from people who say really nice things about what I do. I made a video once which was called a song about acne, where I played a song about acne. I had a little ukulele, I wrote a song, and I put it on YouTube. And I got lots of really lovely comments from people, all saying, oh, you've made me feel really good about the fact that I have acne. I don't mind as much anymore. You've made me, you made me really confident. And comments like that it just makes the whole experience really, really nice. So that's kind of a day in me just uploading a video and posting it on YouTube. I also have, as a result of becoming well known on YouTube now, I have days like this, where I come to tech at Google and I talk to loads of people who know more about tech than me, which is, it's really, really odd. It's very, very strange for me that something that started off, as procrastination and just a hobby. I mean, it still is a hobby, but it's become just so much bigger than me now. It's very, very odd. I'm doing a project at the moment called chart jackers, which I might be able to show you on the screen. Hold on. I'm doing a project at the moment called Chart Jackers, which is an online. It's a collaborative online and TV project. I have. Okay. Are we ready for this? Hold on. There we go. That's me on the chart. Okay. That's my scary face on the Chart Jackers project channel. This is a project I'm doing with 3 other guys, all of which I've met off YouTube. A guy called Jimmy0010, Alex, Alex who's known as Naramon. I'm not going to go into the roots of Naramon. And my friend Johnny Durham19. Durham isn't his surname, that's just where it comes from. So we decided to do this project, and what we're basically trying to do, and this is ongoing at the moment, is we're trying to crowdsource a charity single for children in need, and we're doing our best to try and get it to #1 in the charts. We're trying to hijack the charts, hence Chart Jackers. And what's really interesting about this is not only are we doing this as an online project, but we're also doing it as a TV project as well. The BBC Switch, which is the kind of BBC's answer to T4, is it's being made into a documentary, which is a very interesting experience for me, getting a chance to look into kind of conventional media as someone that comes from new media. So it's not really a day. That's just kind of an explanation of what's come out of my YouTube. But that's an example of kind of the new stuff that I'm going into now that I've come from YouTube. And then also, I have what I've written in my notes as boring days. Like video days, media days, and boring days, because I am still a teenager. I live at home with my mum, and the majority of my time is spent playing computer games and refreshing Google Reader and just opening up all of my tabs on Firefox and then closing them and then opening them up again to see if anything has changed in the last 5 seconds. Watching TV, which I, surprisingly, as someone who does so much stuff on the internet, I do watch quite a lot of TV now. I always used to think, stuff that or the internet is the cool new thing, so I should just stay away from TV completely. TV is good. Just putting that out there. Maybe it's now that I'm doing a TV show. I don't know what it is, but I like television as well. And I want to talk a bit about kind of my consumption trends. Like when I'm at home and I'm looking at Google Reader, where do I get as a kind of online teen, as a digital native, as the term is now. I only heard that term yesterday. I think it's quite interesting how. People from generations, older than me, will see, they'll see the online world and the real world as 2 very different things, whereas the internet and computers and tech is something that I've grown up with. So for me, I don't look at, the computer being, just the online world and this being IRL or anything. Everything is just all real life, really. Everything online for me is all real life. So yeah, a bit about my consumption trends. I tend to not follow kind of conventional media sources like the BBC or anything, because what I tend to do is I follow a lot of blogs from people that I know, people that I admire, and people that I'm interested in. One blog that I found recently was Darren Brown's blog. I'm sure you all know who Darren Brown is. I was thinking, well, I know, okay, a celebrity blogger, I don't know what he's going to be talking about, probably tour dates or something. But then I discovered that what Darren Brown does is he talks about news that's interesting to him. So he will, him and I think it's a few other people, or possibly just one other person, just go and find news stories that's just interesting to him. So as someone who is interested in Darren Brown, and is also interested in apparently in a lot of the stuff that he is, I have a really nice filter for kind of news that I will and won't be interested in. So I can only, whenever I see, a post from Darren Brown, it won't always be something that I'm completely interested in, but it'll be a lot more interesting to me than going through, pages on the BBC News website and finding, news that way. And I think the reason that is because Darren Brown is, I said this to a friend of mine the other day, Darren Brown doesn't have any kind of separate agenda when he's talking about news that he's interested in. I mean, this is Darren Brown. He probably does have some other agenda to take over the world or something. But typically, when you're reading a blog from someone, they haven't been asked to, post news or anything. It's not like a news website. He's only posting posts because there's stuff that he's genuinely interested in. And I think that's very important for me to get all of my news from kind of honest sources like that. Which is also what I don't want you to look at that picture of me anymore. Sorry for leaving it up. That's ever so slightly more flattering. What I try and do is be as honest as I possibly can in my videos, because what I'm selling kind of is me. Everything that I do, because I'm a video blogger and I use YouTube just as a creative platform for anything I want to do. I will post, video blogs like this one where I shove loads of marshmallows in my mouth, which wasn't my idea. It was submitted to me as a challenge by one of my users, because I do a series called Challenge Charlie. Yeah, so what was I saying about being honest? That was the one. So I have things like Challenge Charlie, but then I also do songs, I do comedy skits. So I do such a wide variety of different things that the only thing I can really say is that my product is me, because people aren't going to see any kind of specific content. They're just going to see what Charlie has done recently. So it's important to me just to be honest to my audience. And this kind of links in what I was saying before about kind of new opportunities for me that have come from this. I've been approached by companies saying, would you like to do product placement and that kind of stuff? And I've noticed a lot of YouTubers that have become well known have gone into that area, but I always feel like I wouldn't want anyone to come to my channel and just have me saying, I just got this new iPhone that Apple sent to me. These are the reasons why it's really good. Especially on a website like YouTube, because it's the viewers that I have, although they are very supportive of me, YouTube viewers are very fickle. It's very easy for them just to say, that guy is sold out, I'm going to not watch him anymore. It's so easy for people to do that. So I do my best to be as honest as I can and not to sell out. That's what I try and do. And I think that's why people enjoy watching me, because I'm honest. I'm not treating my YouTube as a kind of career in itself. I'm trying to find opportunities from YouTube. I wouldn't want this to become a corporate channel or anything. I want it very much to just still be that hobby that I had when I was bored. So yeah, that's me. That's what I do. That's the end. The end.